Hey, it's Thursday. Welcome to the Daily Dose. So here's some amazing news on the front of on Abraham's life story. Right here it is. He has a son. His name is Isaac. Sarah gives birth. It's amazing. This is the child, the promised child, and so now he has a legitimate heir. Right. All right. So what does God do? God tells Abraham, I want you to take your son. I want you to go to Mount Moriah and I want you to kill him. What? You want me to kill the promised child? Are you crazy, God? Well, if you look at Genesis 22, the subheading in your Bible says this: Abraham tested. You know, God tests you. God tests me. Yep. God tests you. Yep. You know, for so many years, I struggled with that reality. Like, why would God do that? What does that say about his character? Boy, that kind of messed with my image and conception and view of God. But then more recently, I started to understand that God doesn't test me because God is mean or he's vindictive or he's like, you know, he doesn't test me to know what's in my heart. He tests me so that I know what's in my heart. He wants me to have a real clear picture of just how deep my faith is in him. That our faith is in him even more than our faith is in the promise that he gives to us. So the promise was, I'll make you a great nation. The problem was, I have no heir. But then he is tested. He takes a little diversion. He has a child with Hagar, Ishmael. Okay, don't have time to go there. But now he finally has the promised child. And what God wants Abraham to know is that, Abraham, is your faith more in the reception of the promise or in me as the provider? I'm the one who's always going to provide. In fact, this is what happens. He goes up on Mount Moriah. He's ready to sacrifice and he's ready to kill Isaac because his faith is like, okay, this is what God is telling me to do. And God says, stop. Whoa, stop. Don't go there. And when he walked away from that moment, that test, this is what Abraham says. So Abraham called that place, the Lord will provide. And to this day, it is said, quote, on the mountain of the Lord, it will be provided. What mountain, what place, what test are you going to see the provision of the Lord? I don't know what that is, but I know God knows. And I know as you have trusting obedience and a sincere faith in him, that God is going to provide for you. Just like he did for Abraham, he will do that for you. I'm praying for you. I love you, and I'll see you tomorrow on the Daily Dose.